Hello, boys and girls. You're watching Peter's Raw Recap, WWE Raw Recap, and I'm gonna try something a little different. I guess this will go up after it's finished, but I'm actually doing the recap as the segments go on. And right now, we just had like a 18-minute, 20-minute like opening segment featuring the Authority, basically calling out Dean Ambrose to sign his contract to face Seth Rollins in the Elimination Chamber for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And they go back and forth. They shoot like a bunch of motherfuckers. I think Seth Rollins had a good spot where he basically, they're calling him Justin Bieber, and he basically shoots about how Justin Bieber is all these things and that he's actually pretty successful. So he doesn't mind being being called Justin Bieber, and you're jealous of Justin Bieber just like Ambrose is jealous that he's not Seth Rollins. He dares him to come down to the ring to sign the contract, and Ambrose does. But they're circling around the ring as he's about to come in, as if they're going to jump him. And then Roman Reigns comes out, and Stephanie McMahon makes the match for the main event of Reigns and Ambrose versus Rollins and Kane, and actually that match is happening next. So we're gonna wait till that match is done, and I'll give you the winner and the loser, and on to the next segment. Holla! So we just had the tag team match between Kane and Rollins versus Ambrose and Reigns. I don't know. Decent enough match, I guess. Roman Reigns just refused to wrestle. This guy, man, whatever. The end result was Dean Ambrose actually getting the pin on Seth Rollins on a backslide. Yeah, we all know where this is headed. So, two other things I found out tonight. That tonight is actually Roman Reigns' birthday. Happy birthday, Roman Reigns. Here's a gift. How about a headlock? And they're in the Nassau Coliseum. And tonight's Raw will be the last. I don't know if they're just saying that for shits and giggles, but it's the last night in Nassau. And the Nassau Coliseum was basically the home of the Nets, also home of I think the Devils, like the New Jersey Devils and all that stuff. So it's pretty sad that iconic. Apparently WrestleMania 2 was there, but it's pretty iconic arena, and to see it kind of go down in flames is a bit of a shame for any sports fan like me. I'm a huge sports fan, and I think they're just going to tear that motherfucker down. I don't even think they're going to use it as an annex. Maybe it's just under code now, and everything that happens in terms of like hockey or basketball is going to happen in Brooklyn. So, all right, off to the next segment. See you in a bit. So, coming back from commercial break, you have Dean Ambrose in the back talking with Renee Young, and she mentions that now you still have to sign the contract. J&J security show up, lie and say that they have the contract. They don't have the contract. A brawl break out, and in the midst of the fucking brawl, the cameraman kind of gets in, and Dean Ambrose turns around and fucking clocks his ass. And then this moment of like, oh shit moment of him like tending to the cameraman and just seeing what the fuck now. Apparently something's gonna take place because of this. Does he lose his title shot? What happens here? And then they do a spotlight on Kevin Owens. Again, this is a shotgun promotion into the Elimination Chamber. Apparently, it's only in America. They're going to show Elimination Chamber in America. Oh, it was weird. Whatever. But they're trying to basically promote this fight between Kevin Owens and John Cena. And they're calling it champion versus champion. Really? The NXT champion and the U.S. champion, a developmental belt and the U.S. belt that hasn't really meant anything for a very long time, and they just have to overproduce the advertising or the booking for this to make it champion versus champion. Up now is Rusev, who's now back to being Bulgarian. He's back to apparently he's back to being a Bulgarian. No, nothing to show that he's dropped his allegiance to Russia, but now he's Bulgarian. He's waving the Bulgarian flag, and again he's without Lana. Ladies and gentlemen, dead man walking. I'm not sure who he's fighting. I guess when it comes out of commercial break, that's who we'll find out. But again, dead man walking. So coming out of the break, we have the Entourage, the movie, the show, douchebags showing up. Apparently they're going to be part of the show somehow. Who the fuck cares? I'm not going to watch that stupid movie. I've never watched the show. We get Rusev versus R-Truth. It seems like R-Truth is back to beating down the brothers. And it's a complete squash. And again, dead men walking. This guy's career is done. Not only does he's back to squashing the brothers, squashing the Negroes, he's begging and pleading for Lana to come out. We're in break right now. He's begging, oh please Lana, come out, please. He refuses to leave the ring until Lana comes out. And right now we're in commercial break and we're waiting for her to show up. So, okay. So out of the break, the WWE, as the WWE turns, this is what happens. It's like straight up, like Victor could have showed up, fucking Cricket and Jack and Jill and like Reba, they all could have showed up to this shit, right? And it was basically like a soap opera. I'm surprised they didn't have the piano playing in the background, where Rusev basically like admits that he cares for her and and to take his hand and all would be forgiven. She does. You're thinking they're reunited. I was almost thinking that she was gonna knee him in the nuts or something like that. That would have been fucked up. But when she looks like they're reunited, he basically fucks up and says, say the three magic words. You were wrong. And Lana doesn't want to say that she's wrong, so she bolts it. But before she gets off the apron, Rusev basically loses his shit. And he's like, I own you, woman. You need to know your place. Get your ass back in the ring. She basically spews out some like, oh, I won't be your victim, and you know, I'm sick of your caveman ways. You don't own me, blah 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 blah. And she fucking bounces bongos, and Dolph Ziggler comes out to the top of the ramp to basically claim the prize. He's like on the rebound, and they kiss on the ramp, leaving Rusev to basically like sulk in his stupidity. Bye bye Rusev, it's been real. I guess I don't even know. I guess that's gonna be the Dolph Ziggler Rusev thing, and this whole thing is to put over Lana. And then we get backstage where you have Dean Ambrose basically sitting in the back chilling. Triple H and Seth Rollins shows up, and he's like, oh, we're going to do this. You got your contract, or we do this the fun way. The cameraman shows up with two dudes, and, you know, basically Triple H turns to him. He's like, that's the guy who assaulted you, and that you want to press charges? Wink, wink. And he's like, yeah, but he makes a comment like, but I swore I felt someone push me. Shut up. You pressing charges? Yes, sir. They handcuff Ambrose, read him his rights, walk him out the back, and I guess he's going downtown. Okay, they're overwriting this motherfucking show. They're really doing some fucking major writing. Not a lot of wrestling whatsoever. We get a squash match, and we get a lackluster tag team match, whatever, that doesn't really do anything. So, we're back from commercial. See you in a bit. Make it official. Coming out of the break, you see the cops basically throwing Dean Ambrose in the back of a paddy wagon. It looked like an ambulance to most people, but it wasn't. It was a paddy wagon. They put a bunch of motherfuckers in there at a time, but they had to get the lunatic's fringe in there. So after that, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, does it make a sound? Maybe. I tell you what didn't make a sound: a King Barrett versus Ryback match. Ryback wins with a shell shock. Backstage, we have Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and this is the appearance of the Entourage douches, and they're just doing promo on the movie and the fact that they're from New Jersey and that they used to go to the Nassau Coliseum all the time to watch WWE shows. But one of the guys brings up Ronda Rousey and the fact that they were. There's a scene with him in getting roughed up by Ronda Rousey in the cage, and that Stephanie, you would understand that, won't you? Being that Ronda Rousey kind of roughed you up, and they basically kicked them out. And that's the segment so far. So we get Job Dust. I mean, sorry, not Job Dust. Stardust versus Neville. And during the match, Bo Dallas comes out, and Neville wins with the Red Arrow, and then Bo Dallas comes in the ring and attacks his knee. I guess that's to build up for their match in Elimination Chamber. We also find out that it's not only Roman Reigns' birthday, but it is also Bo Dallas' birthday. After the match, they shoot to the back, and it's the Entourage guys. And they're talking, and then the Divas show up, and then it's like, hey, Divas, what's up? What you doing? Want to hang out? And then one of the other guys from the Entourage is talking to Zack Ryder, who gets a decent pop. Long Island represent. And as soon as, I think on Twitter, I was talking to some guys was talking about like how Dean Ambrose is still going to be able to make Elimination Chamber. I was like, well, I have this idea that the Entourage guys are actually going to make his bell. And that's what that segment was. Zack Ryder and the guys from Entourage have this crazy idea. Oh, yeah, it's the last time that this is going to be here in Nassau. And, we got this crazy idea. Hey, guys, come over. We got this crazy idea. Obviously, to bail out Dean Ambrose. But we will find out by the end of Raw if this is the case. And we just had Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. Would you consider this a rematch? Maybe. I mean, when Sheamus kicked Ziggler's ass at Payback, I figured that would be the deal. But you know how the WWE goes. They just throw a match together like nothing ever happened previous. And, yeah, it's what it was. During the match, Lana comes out to the ramp to sort of look over the match. I was waiting for Rusev to show up, and sure enough, he did. He shows up to go to the ring, and Dolph Ziggler kicks him with a super kick, catches him with a super kick as he's about to enter the ring, but the distraction leads to a bro kick from Sheamus, which results in the pin. And then afterwards, Rusev picks the bones that leads to an accolade, and he kept that fucker snug on him for a while as Lana looks on, and he's basically like accolading the hell out of him in front of Lana. Yeah, this leads up to their Elimination Chamber match, and like I said before, this is all to build up Lana, and I have this weird feeling that Dolph Ziggler is gonna win this match, and that will be the end of Rusev. Very much so. Up next, the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge of the World. We'll see if what he does about that whole situation with Kevin Owens, huh? It's been a week. We all been waiting. I think this will be hour 3. See you in a bit. All right, so we get to the John Cena Open, U.S. Open Challenge. and he talks, and I love when Cena resembles a heel. But what happens here is he addresses the John Cena, let's go Cena, and then he also addresses the Cena sucks. He talks about his situation with Kevin Owens, and he's trying to help the crowd to get to know Kevin Owens a little bit by saying, fight Owens, fight, all this stuff. So he makes the open challenge, and then the guys from Entourage show up, and they're there to basically present Zack Ryder. And I had this idea that the Entourage guys was going to bail out Dean Ambrose. Not the case. It seems that they're basically going to bring Zack Ryder out. They present Zack Ryder. This is the last time that the Nassau Coliseum is going to have any WWE event or any event at all. Why not have the hometown guy go out and represent the city in a John Cena U.S. Open Challenge? So we're coming out of the break right now. I'll be back with the outcome. All right. So the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge is John Cena versus Zack Ryder. And it's not too much of a fight. I mean, Zack Ryder's not that good of a worker in the ring. They do the best with what they got. Zack gets, he gets his share of offense. Even one of the guys from Entourage even gets into the ring and tries to distract John Cena I guess to help Zack Ryder. Then Zack Ryder hits the kill switch. Now, I'm not sure if he's always done that or what, but I like a good kill switch. He executed it very well. But he tried to go to the top rope to do a 450 splash that looked pretty decent. But John Cena moves out the way, hits him with an AA. They all, basically get in the ring. They all raise each other's hands. The Entourage guys, Zack Ryder, everything. And then when John Cena is celebrating on his own after the guys leave, guess who shows up? Kevin Owens with a fucking new shirt, Fight Owens Fight shirt. I guess, the KO one is now in the archives. They're going to still sell it, but they got to sell the Fight Owens Fight. And he hits him with the pop-up powerbomb, leaving John Cena to waste. So all we have to do right now is wait till the Elimination Chamber and see this match. After that, you get Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Rollins in the back, and they're basically talking about Kevin Owens. And Stephanie makes a comment like, "Oh, you know how to pick him." Oh, God. I bet the internet exploded for that. Oh, look, Triple H discovered Kevin Owens. I mean, he in part did to a certain extent, but, Owens is a self-made man. He just finally made it to the WWE. And then Young shows up to get an update from the guys about the whole Ambrose situation, and they're saying he still has the opportunity to sign the contract. He just has to make it in time to make it, to sign it. And I guess let's see. I still hope in my Entourage guys, my bold predictions, the Entourage guys, bail him out because they're a busy group of guys tonight. Right now, we had the Bella Twins come out to be on commentary for Tamina versus Paige. I just only hope Tamina doesn't do the job. I hope it just becomes like a clusterfuck, no contest. We don't need Tamina losing right now. We want to keep her strong. We want to keep her strong and a motherfucker. We're just out of the break now. Paige is coming to the ring. Tamina got the jobber intro. I hope it's a clusterfuck, and all three girls are in the ring, basically tossing each other around to promote the fight this Sunday at Elimination Chamber. WWE made the right call. Tamina actually gets the victory over Paige with a distraction. Well, a sucker punch from Naomi on the outside. I was really hoping that it was going to be like just complete chaos. I'd much rather it prefer to be a no contest because Naomi gets caught. Nikki, Brie run in. They all just beat the fuck out of each other. leading to the Elimination Chamber match. But you know what? They gave Tamina the win. Tamina not looking so smooth in the ring. I guess she still hasn't really. I mean, she's healed up from her injury, but it seems that she's just got that ring rust, and they need to get her do something with her, get her to practice. It's like she ain't been practicing, unfortunately. But I still have faith that she's gonna come out, and her and Naomi are still gonna be like, a bunch of badasses. But yeah, Tamina gets the win, and feel the power. The New Day just came out. I'm not sure who they're facing, but again, they gotta defend their belts in the Elimination Chamber, the 7 tag team Elimination Chamber, and we'll see what happens here. I just hope maybe I don't know if it's like a solo match or a tag team match or what have you. We'll find out when Raw returns. So the New Day go out and they complain about having to defend their championship in the Elimination Chamber with 6 other tag teams. And they're bitching and complaining. They even get some heat on the crowd about like the decrepit Nassau Coliseum and how it's going down, blah 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 blah. Kane comes out and shits on the New Day. I don't get it. I don't get this thinking where these guys are the heels, right? And then Kane comes out, he's a heel, and he immediately shits on the New Day, who are heels. Like, I don't know what purpose that serves to have a heel go and shit on another heel. But I think this is the WWE right now and how they treat their fucking characters. Like, we don't even know who's who. Was Kane supposed to go out and like present himself as a babyface by shitting on the New Day, by having them do like a 10-on-3 match? So you get the guys of like Los Matadores, you get the primetime players, you get Kid and Cesaro, you get the Ascension, and El Torito, make it a 10-on-3 match. The match doesn't really go anywhere. We come out of commercial break and they're already in the match, and I would say even like 30 seconds into being back on TV, the fucking it just goes to shit. I thought it was just gonna be a no contest, but the New Day win in disqualification. But before we find out all that shit, it's just an all-out battle royal to a certain degree, and everyone's being tossed out of the ring, kicked out of the ring. At the end, I think Lucha Dragons, they throw themselves into like the fucking carnage that's already out there on the outside of the guys who have already been kicked out of the ring. New Day get back into the ring, and they look like they're about to celebrate, but then they get attacked by Kid and Cesaro. They get Xavier Wood and the big swing and the kick, and they stand tall. I really hope that this Elimination Chamber tag team match is really good. I hope so. I have hope, and I hope the New Day come out as champions. Yeah. So right now we're heading into the main event, and I guess the main event is Dean Ambrose gonna make bail? I hope the Entourage guys do it. I hope the Entourage guys bail him out, because that's my bold prediction. But we'll find out if he's showing up to be able to sign the contract. And if he doesn't show up, then it's a forfeit. And Seth Rollins gets the night off. But we will find out after the break. And all right, we get the final segment of the night. And come to find out, because we're a bunch of fucking idiots, right? Rollins actually pushed the cameraman into Dean Ambrose. Not only did he push him, they showed it, and it's on the fucking WWE.com website. Like, this is when creative just gets dumb. Like, did you really have to do that? Whatever. I digress. So we get the Authority in the ring. Stephanie, Triple H, Kane, J&J, Rollins. And they're basically out there to forfeit the contract signing leading to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And then Roman Reigns shows up, and he gets overwhelmed. And lo and behold, we hear sirens, and it's the returning paddy wagon with Dean Ambrose at the wheel, dressed in a cop uniform. Why he has to wear a cop uniform is beyond me. That's the silliness they're making him become. But he comes down to the ring, and all hell breaks loose. It ends with basically everyone getting taken out in the Authority. Dean Ambrose hits Kane with a Dirty Deeds. Then Triple H and Stephanie and Rollins retreat to the ramp, and then where's the contract? Roman Reigns shows up with the contract in hand, hands it to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose signs it, and then that's it. That's the show. So we definitely get a championship match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Payback. See, this is stupid. At Elimination Chamber between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And that's the go-home show for Raw. So I gave y'all a little bit of this is more of a recap, just here and there, jabs at what happened in the segments. But make sure to tune in this Wednesday to YouTube, to SoundCloud. If you have a Tumblr account, if you have a Stitcher account, to check out Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling. And we're going to give the Raw review and discuss it. We're also going to give our Elimination Chamber predictions in video format. So, man, we've been here. We were here like 2 weeks ago for the payback, and now we're back again. And in 3 weeks, we got fucking the Money in the Bank. So very, very, a lot of content, a lot of everything going on right now. So that's what's up. Follow me on Twitter if you like to. It's Ellen Japanese, LINJAPANESC. You can also follow the PJTW Central, which is the Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling Twitter account. And yeah, I hit it. It's over here now. I think it's over here. Not over here, but over here. Hit that subscribe button. Go to pjtwcentral.com and check out everything that we've done previous. Again, YouTube, Stitcher, Tumblr, and SoundCloud. Yeah, I think that about does it. Oh yeah, and today I did the New Day podcast with Nathan Newman of Eyes on the Ring Radio, and we talk about the shit that's been going on over the past couple of weeks. The upcoming Elimination Chamber and the build up to that. We talk about the TNA getting canceled from Destination America. We talk about NXT and how the women's in NXT are basically going to hopefully transform the Divas division. And we also talked about the debut of Kevin Owens on Raw. We also talked about the debut of Samoa Joe on NXT. So a lot of stuff to check out. I really appreciate you guys checking out everything. Again, subscribe down there. Hit that button down there. And follow on all that shit. And like, comment, thumbs up, and share. Share it with everybody. And yeah, that's it. Everyone have an amazing Monday night. I'm going to go grab me a motherfucking beer. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.